Hello again, my name is Daniel Call. I'm talking to you from Tokyo, Japan. I haven't made a video like this on YouTube in English for quite some time because I've been quite busy going up north carrying supplies, food, fresh vegetables, eggs, things like that for the past 8 months. Recently I've been working on carrying tools and other things so that the people up there can get back on their feet. My big thrust right now is getting freezers, big, industrial freezers up into the hands of fishermen up in the northern part of Japan so that they can get back on their feet. They go out, on what few boats are left. I mean, 90% of their boats were destroyed in the tsunami on March 11th. They've only got a few left, but when they go out, they catch fish, and they've got to store them someplace. They've got to put them in freezers so that they can turn around and put them on the market and make a little bit of money and get their economy back on its feet. That's what I've been doing, so I haven't been able to make any of these kind of YouTube videos for a while. But the reason I'm doing this again after such a long period of time is I'm quite upset with some of the foreign media, the international media, and their reporting of stuff that's been going on over the last couple of days. They are exaggerating again, and this is really, it's going to slow down our progress in the North. You're going to pick up your newspaper or you're going to turn on your TV news program tomorrow morning, and you're going to see reports about cesium detected in rice in northern Japan. All rice shipments banned, and that's how they're reporting it. I've seen the headlines already. The Guardian in England, CNN, Italian newspapers, and even NPR, which I thought was unbiased, is biased toward the sensational. They are talking about how all rice in northern Japan is banned, or all agricultural produce in northern Japan is banned. And that is way far from the truth. If you look at the numbers, if you read the articles all the way to the bottom, you will understand, I assume, that something like nearly 99% of all the rice produced in Fukushima and in northern Japan, and all the other agricultural produce produced in that part of the country, is safe for shipment. And it is safe for human consumption. Nearly 99%. It's like something like 98.7% of everything that was produced in that part of the country is okay. We can eat it. It's been inspected for radiation. It's, cesium 134, 137, iodine 131. It's been inspected thoroughly, and it's all okay. But the foreign media, the international news services, they neglect the good news, and they will tell you all about the 1.2 or 3% of the produce that has been banned because it was just slightly over the government's very strict standards for radioactivity. This pisses me off for one very good reason, and this is very personal because I've been up there, like I said, 17 or 18 times carrying stuff. There are thousands upon thousands of volunteers up there every day helping the people in northern Japan get back on their feet, helping them rebuild, clearing away tsunami debris, lots of other things. And not to mention the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people who are still living there trying to get back on their feet. Every time the foreign media gets out there and over-exaggerates or actually lies about what's going on in that part of the country, it slows us down. The reason being that every time you make a false report like this or an exaggerated report like this, people around the world say, oh, I shouldn't buy stuff from Japan, or oh, I shouldn't especially buy stuff from northern Japan. If that attitude continues, people here will never be able to get back on their feet. This is an agricultural heartland of Japan. Everything they produce up here is agricultural, or nearly everything they produce up here. It all comes from fisheries or agriculture or from the mountains. This is not a big industrial part of the country. So if you exaggerate that kind of news, it's an additional disaster that we've got to deal with up here. We not only had a tsunami, we not only had an earthquake, we not only had the nuclear power plant accident, now we've got lies which are slowing down our progress. That makes me personally very upset. That's why I'm making this video. I hate to sound really mean about this, but you know, there's no other way that I can and tell the people of the world that the international media, CNN, BBC, all you folks are being unfair to that part of the country. Okay? So, you know, what can I do? I'm just an individual over here working my tail off trying to get this part of the country back on its feet. So please continue to think about Japan, pray for Japan, encourage us as best you can, but don't believe everything you see in the media. They have not got the whole story. They've only got one little tiny part of the story, and they're using it to increase their ratings and their subscription rates, okay? So take it all with a grain of salt. Thank you very much.